RJ's out here? All right. RJ, when you're done as the announcer, can you take a bigger, longer pull on that button before you all right. And I don't know where that bottle is from, or if you're uncomfortable with it, but you got to put your lips on it. I think right now you're just kind of.
I washed it.
Okay.
It's washed.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's nothing in it. As far as I'm concerned, you can put water in it. I don't care. So long as so you've got you don't even have to pretend it's just there. All right. This will go faster. It'll be better if you just sit and listen. Okay. Let's ask me a question. Doo-wops. Anna. Get the dance. Okay. You're really close on that first one. There's still a couple places where you have to look over at the other dancers to know what's coming, right? And you won't be. It will be better if you don't have to do that during the show, right? Look over and say, okay, I know what's coming next, right? You gotta know. All three of you, though, more hit. Okay? And then you gotta even look. Your part's the hardest part because you guys are always on stage or almost all the time. There can't be a point where you're not actively part of your character. Does that make sense? You can't. There are several times throughout the entire thing where you just kind of like you drop a character, you're like, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm not involved right now. You can't do that because somebody from the audience will be watching you at every single point you're on stage. Someone will be watching you. So you got to put on a show for them the entire time. You can't stop. Okay? Keith, when you see the shiner, can you be more concerned about that? Okay, right now it doesn't feel very concerned. It just feels like you're making an observation. You know, okay, look, you got a black eye. You know, be more concerned about that in a creepy motioning way. Jonathan, you gotta work on the fall.
Sweetie, how did you see this tray?
Well, yeah, the tray that I had has spikes on it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So I was just like,
that's fine. We'll fix that when we go back to this. Doo-wops. When Keith comes out and has that conversation with you on the stoop, I feel like each of you individually have attitude when you're delivering lines, but as soon as you're done with your line, you drop out of it, right? You're all, when Michelle's saying something, when Anna's saying something, when Lizzie's saying something, you're all backing her up the entire time, right? And you can be vocal and without saying things, like be and all sorts of stuff like that. You guys are missing great opportunities to have a lot more fun, right? Just because, split shift or whatever, you guys are backing her up. Yeah, you got a problem with that, I've got you talking to us, sort of thing, right? You know what I'm saying? If it comes out, back Lizzie up when she's got her lines or when she's singing.
I tried getting up to Michael's grill when she does that.
Good, but this is before then. All right. Shh. When Lizzie's singing at the beginning of Skid Row, right? Back her up, right? Pay attention to what she's doing. Be like, yeah, see it, sister. All right. Does that make sense? You got to stay in it. You drop out. You can't drop out. You just have to be focused on what's going on, listening to what she's saying, and reacting to it. Even if it's not verbal, even if you're not making a sound, right? You're still with your eyes and your face, like, all right? Allison, when you walk over to panhandle for Keith, can you be a little bit more drunken and a little less, I got my cup? You got soup?
Also, in number 2, Allison and RJ, I think you guys you can come in much earlier than you do. At least on my score it says winos like way sooner than it. There's some stuff that I
thought you cut the Oz.
I cut the Oz, but downtown, there's a place where you guys can sing. Oh, you were? Okay. I can't really hear anything because this monitor is very loud, so.
Okay, going on.
Like the downtown where the food is.
Okay, doo-wops. Same thing as before. And it's just a few sections. Most of the day
Jonathan, put the gun down.
there's just a few sections, Anna, where you're just not 100% comfortable with it, and you have to look over. I don't want you to have to look over. I want you to be able to look out the whole time, right? I know it's so tempting when you've got somebody doing the dance beside you to look over and check. I don't want you to have to check, okay? No checking. When you move up, Rachel, stop it. When you move up on stage, when you move off stage,
She means
try to be
children's
closer
theater.
to each other
Next summer.
and walk a little bit more in
Next
step.
summer.
as you're moving. All right, does that make sense? That's going to be hard to do. You're going to have to think about that, but it'll make those entrances and exits look a little cleaner than they do right now, which right now just kind of look like a scramble as you're leaving. All right. I need more depression in the chorus of depression. Okay, for all of you. Okay, your jazz squares need to look depressing. Okay, the whole thing is depressing. Okay, I'm not depressed enough. Then Jonathan, on your poor, all my life, I've always been poor. Same sort of idea. I need more depression and desperation out of you as you feel like your life is pretty much going nowhere. A and J. Where is J? That'd be special. Sitting all the way back there. All right. You guys make that move closer together happen just a little bit sooner at the end of Skid Row. So you're almost touching as you're back to back. Keith. You haven't had that many social. Keith, can you wait? So there's some music that happens after Skid Row. The play on music as you come in and get set up. Wait a little bit longer. Yeah. Well, I know. Wait longer. Let that music play a little bit more before you start your line. Dadoos. More Jonathan.
I need to slow it down a little bit, but I know that.
Audrey, can you be more hesitant at all times when you're talking to any male figure, except for C? Because he's the only one you're really comfortable with. So when you're like saying, Mr. Moshnik, I got this great idea, maybe if we did this and this and that, you got to be way more hesitant the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could not smack me, that would be prefer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're just expecting it from every single guy you meet. Jay, be more in love with your plan when you bring it out.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
why do you have his J confused? A.
I don't know.
J.
It works for me.
J.
Audrey, Jonathan, I don't know.
No, his A.
Don't worry about it, it made sense to me. Only because that makes sense to you. Doo-woppers. When you're doo-wopping behind him is his backup, which is very cute, by the way. Can you focus on him with your eyes the whole time? Some of you, again, same sort of idea. You're like,
Oh, and have really big, over-animated smiles on top of
this is Dadu.
the dotting. And well, smiles at all times.
Lizzie, you're almost always looking at him, but Anna and Michelle drop their attention on him a couple times, look other places when you're not, you're like,
Well, I think that was because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be looking at him.
No, look right at him. Right at him. You're supporting him. All right.
That's what my question was.
Okay. After Allison comes in and delivers her very well-spoken sort of creeper customer line, which is great, and she walks out, there is play-out music that we talked about last time that you, Keith, and Jonathan, and Audrey need to continue to be excited about the sale for longer. All right? Do a little dance in a circle. Audrey and Seymour, join arms and dance around in a circle. Motioning, do a little skip across the floor. I don't care what you do, but continue to be excited. Okay? That music is there for you to be excited in. Okay? That's all that music's for. It's just for you to be excited. Okay? Then as the music gets out, then we got our lines. Now, Keith, poor girl line. You dropped it. He covered it for you. All right, but Jonathan. Okay, so this got better as the song progressed. Like, grow for me. Can you be a little bit more pleading at the beginning? The more and more you got into the song, the more and more I got that sort of sense of, this is the one thing that could actually do something good in my life, and I want it to happen so bad. But for the first verse, I didn't get it that much. It took you a while to work into it. So try to get there faster. Chelsea, I know this will be different once we actually have more flowers, but I need roses on that work table for Jonathan to put his finger on, otherwise just get it.
Well, all we need to do, Jackie, when we're wrapping the roses for the customer, just leave one or two behind.
And that'll help once maybe you have more roses over there in the first place.
Rachel, see, you
No,
come back.
Get off the stage. Off.
Yes.
conversation.
I sort of like, instead of just standing out there, I backed into the table. This guy's like, with my arms up in, I don't know if you really know this thing, but I do it now.
I think there's other action going on stage, and I honestly don't think I've ever seen you do it. I don't know that I have a problem with it or not. I'll pay attention next time. It's after you sing, right?
Right.
When you're sort of frozen, when Seymour's doing stuff?
And then I throw it,
Oh, yeah, I've not paid attention to you at all during that part. I'm sorry. I will. All right. Okay, you never know. Girls, always happy. Okay? If you're excited after the interview. When Mushnik's taking the picture, which can all happen a little bit faster. All right. I need different poses. You can take different shots. I mean, okay, and Mushnik, you can kind of lead that. You know, you go, okay, this one. Okay, one more. Chelsea, we need a camera.
Did you like what Peyton did today, though? He pushed Audrey 2 in my face. Like, so instead of me having it like this, he goes, here, we want to plant the center.
Yeah, that works.
I shot the girls all the way sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay, doo-wops in the song, you never know. Okay, which is pretty cute. Okay, which is pretty great. You gotta hit Jonathan. You have to hit him to get him out of your line. Okay, now that'll be a Susan and Ronette thing. Both of you, but you make physical contact with the man's belly. When you know what I'm saying? When you back him out of the line, you know what I'm talking about? Anna? Yeah, I mean,
Or just turn around
whack
and
him,
hit him in the face.
okay? Whack him right in the belly.
Wow.
Back him out. I gotta doo-wops always in scene. You can't drop. Okay, you guys gotta stay in. Your part is easily the hardest part. I told you that from the beginning, right? Because everyone, they're always on. Okay. On the sassy circle, and you never know, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Okay. Can there be a little bit more space between you? Okay. Maybe another foot in between you, so you're not quite so close to each other. Okay. That's your circle, so it's more even around.
I'm supposed to look out like you said, because I don't know how to do it.
Look out
You
there.
guys gotta look out to the audience.
Yeah.
At least while you're passing in front of him, look out to the audience, and you can look back while you're turning around.
It all depends on your focus. All depends on really who's singing, you know, or who's really the main focus of the scene. Like in Dadu, it's not really about you. You're there. It's completely his backup, right? So the focus is on Jonathan because he's the one telling the story. When you're doing, you never know. You're in a much bigger role. You know what I'm saying? You're telling the story, really. You know, you're talking about what's happening, and Jonathan's just a part of it. So we don't really need to stare at him. You know. Then it's out. Jackie.
Yes.
Wedding.
Because we have to go get right.
Are you tired from your wedding? Better not be tired from your wedding.
I'm not tired.
Lizzie's not tired from your wedding.
I was
Sleep at night. All right. Okay. When you make your entrance right after, you never know. Okay. Can you bring all of that action farther down? Okay. It's back too far. So take it. If they see you, take a couple steps. We'll make them come to you. All right.
Okay, also, the doo-wop girls, you know, they're doing this, they're supposed to come around me to create a circle on their eyes, and they don't listen.
Did you hear what she said? Say it again.
Hi, Crystal, hi, performances, did I miss it? Am I late? Sure are, Croc, sure did, Croc, you guys just stay there every single time.
Remember, you're supposed to get on either side of her.
Let's go over here.
I thought we were supposed to do it when you stepped up, because, or are we supposed to kind of push you up?
I walk up, actually, on your line, and go.
Rachel.
That's why I went
No.
over, I went over there, but I didn't know, you wanted me to see her.
No, you say it when you, like.
Come on,
say
I
We can stop and work that. We can stop and work that here in a second. All right, that's a good point. Jackie, girls, can I get a bigger reaction to handcuff? I think it's Michelle goes, girl, something like that, but she's really the only one I hear any reaction from. I mean, she just told you she was tied up, and she couldn't come, but what she actually was handcuffed. I mean, that should garner a response out of you, don't you think? Right? Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetie. Sometimes people get the word. Anna, on your that girl's got a problem, something like that. Okay? The lines are great. The make a bigger deal out of it. The lines are fun. Okay. All right. Crystal, you've got a line there about the emergency room, right? Again, same thing. The three other of you, Michelle, Anna, and Susan, when she's here, react to that, okay? You know, you're going to be in the, I can't remember, what is it, Crystal?
What kind of place is that? An emergency room?
Yes. That kind of stuff, okay? Okay? Do it bigger, okay?
You just have to have really big reactions and really big, like, background movement. At least when you are, like, the focus over here, don't make it so big because it's distracting. But what you guys are doing, big smiles, big, like, really creepy looks, and then, like, really big sacks.
Okay, so you tell me, because this should make total sense to you. So during somewhere that's green, where's your focus? On Jack or Audrey, okay? So I know, again, you've heard the song several times. I know it's tempting to start looking at the ground or looking out at the audience or wondering, but your focus, you help the audience focus on Audrey. Does that make sense? If you're focused on her, they're going to look at her. All right? If you are starting to be like, what are we going to do later on? It's like, what for dinner? I don't know. All right? Then the audience will do the same thing. They'll stop paying attention to what she's doing. All right? Okay. Jay, which is now Jackie, not more body action. Don't move your body more. Okay? I need wherever your leopard thing is, I need you to make sure you have that on. Your arms in the cap, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make sure that you have that on. If it's, I think there's a hazard. So I want you to start wearing it in rehearsal so you get used to not being able to use that arm. Okay. C, you got me the drink, but we got to make sure we have a drink for pot 3. You got me something. That's fine. J as in Jonathan. When you, hey, what am I doing? Am I doing something right now?
If you need bowlings, according to time.
I don't know. Maybe. All right. Can you trash faster and come down more before you sing your?
Yeah, I was wondering what you want to do with that. What would you think about? Bushnick's got his whole
But I don't
little
think
model
colors
on
go
it.
or maybe that desk.
The trash can down here. Put the trash.
Because they can roll it.
And, you know, stand there.
Oh, no. I feel bad I have to leave.
Or if you
I'll be here tomorrow from 3 to 6. Actually, it's the only rehearsal this week after. We'll do that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's cool.
Or if you're going to take it, we give you a big
Are you doing it right now, or are you running this again?
While you're out there,
Okay, then I definitely am.
renovation in 2 days, and then you run, just kind of
Yes,
toss them out of the
absolutely.
trash cans and then run back in.
I like that better than the trash idea because it brings you down more so that everyone's going to be able to see you a little bit better than if you're back. If you're back, we lose you a little bit. Okay. I think we all know close to renovation sucked. Okay. That's what I put. Close to renovation equals sucked. Okay. And it sucked. Okay. All right. It sucked less than last time. But still sucked. All right. I need more movement and activity out of all 3 of you. Find something to do. Now there's going to be vases on stage, and you're going to be able to put flowers in vases maybe, and spruce things up, or dust, or wipe, or sweep. Okay, but find something to do. Then J-Dog. Okay, you're 2. Jonathan. Sorry. You are too high up.
Oh, I know I am.
But really too high. Like painful, not sounding good too high. That kind of too high.
Hey, you guys, tomorrow during choir, let's find a time that we can meet again and work on it.
Okay.
I know where I'm supposed to be. I get lost because I'm trying, and I really think what I'm trying to do is get practice now.
That is what you're trying to do. That's exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, do that.
And that's not ever going to be a good note for you because it's for the ladies. So it will always be uncomfortable. Okay. So sing low. Her. All right. come in for it that you almost think these are like pickup lines, like the best pickup lines you've got, you know. So you're like edging in towards her, thinking that, you know, and then she kind of shuts you down both times. I just don't get, I get the shutdown is great, but I don't get the lead up to it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I don't get the expectation.
I know I do it the second time too. I do it through all of like the. I've never even been on an airplane. How about John's? But I don't do it. I just keep forgetting to.
That's okay. That's all right. That's why we call this works. All right. Okay. We're now at the dentist stuff. I have another new box. React to lines by other girls. Okay. Hey, no matter who's saying the line, you're all backing each other. It's like you're one person. Or a gang. Think of yourselves as a little gang. Alright? If somebody says something to one of you, they say it to all of you. Alright? And if you say something to somebody, you're all saying it. Alright? Michael Moore. Yes. Okay? I wish you'd just let yourself go. I feel like you're just
I'm way too fast.
Yes, you are. Alright, but don't point that at anybody ever. Okay?
Why keep reading stuff? Because I don't relax when I'm over there.
Just be quiet. Let me say, Michael, I can't even understand the words you're singing because I'm too busy.
So you want me to be?
So I'm too busy laughing at your hips. Okay? I would love to have to say that.
So you love to have to say Michael.
And please make sure you're gonna hate me when I say this, but that's okay. Right now, hip movement wise, I'm getting a lot of this. Okay? You can do more varied hip movements, you know? So we talked about this last time. Okay? So we got some of this. And your hands can be involved with the hip movement as well, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay? Just gotta let yourself go crazy. I think if you experimented and just said, I'm just gonna be ridiculous, I think it would
Michael, we
probably
talked
work.
about
So
that.
you want to have to say Michael? That's too much.
I do. I want to say that so bad. Okay. I have good Michelle on here.
See what you would have missed.
Good.
All right. Okay. Facials on lines. I want when you guys deliver your lines in the dentist, whatever it is, if it's like who wants to buy marquitas or whatever, you know, I want to see what that line means in your face. Does that make sense? So if it's ouch, you know, I want to see, or oh that hurts, you know, I get to see it more in your face when you're delivering the line. Does that make sense? Okay. It should look like it hurts when you say, oh, that hurts. Okay? Girls, when you exit at the end of the song after the big boom, can you exit faster? You guys can skip and hop and jump and cavort off. Okay? Don't walk. So you guys kind of just walk off slowly. All right, move. Okay, go. Audrey, can you come out just a split second sooner? So you actually hear Jonathan delivering his line right before you say, oh, that's the dentist or everything. I have Audrey here, and then I have Jackie right after it. I have an A and then a J, but I know they're both for you. You gotta be more scared. You gotta be more scared of the dentist. All right? I don't think you're that scared of him. Really, I don't.
I'm not that scary right now.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest.
Slap her.
Be scared.
I'm not. Like I said, I'm scary.
Okay, well it's called acting though. I don't care whether he's intimidating you or not. You have to act scared.
I gotta be more grabby and aggressive.
He's gonna be better. He's gonna be better, but you be better too. All right?
I need to be more grabby and aggressive.
Look, I know none of us here are really the kind of people who enjoy hurting women, but you have to act like you. Okay? I know that would be very difficult for me as well. Okay, but I have to do it.
Keith, how would hurt you?
Okay.
I was like,
Keith, act like you're listening. Don't look through the wall. All right?
Just keep the door open for that scene.
Yeah, leave the door when you come in. Leave the door open so Keith can hear. Okay.
Well, times where I open up the door and you want me to just not shut it.
Yeah, just don't shut it.
Just try to shut it.
I mean, you can open up the door wider and wider and wider if you wish.
Sure, but I mean, don't you think it's effective when I actually open the door and say, you're not welcome in?
Yeah, we're pretending like there is, of course, a window on that faux wall right there, and that he is listening to it. Sure.
How about when I go in and I pull the door open, I say, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm here to shop, I'm here to, and then just like drop the door and go towards the plane. So the door's just like,
Yeah, you can keep it.
What if, per se, me and Mushvik were to have walkie-talkies?
Okay, go ahead on. Okay. Keith, can you be more upset? Motioning is actually coming on quite nice and very fun. But can you be more upset at the beginning of that piece? Okay, when you're talking about, he'll think it over, You'd be more. You can even pace a little bit, back and forth. It's like, my world's falling apart. I was about to make money, and now it's all out. Keith, cheat out more in general. Okay. Okay. This is something to adjust in Mushtik and Son. So you guys grapevine over, right? You can think of where that is, and then you're facing him. Okay. Can you start walking towards him right in his face as you sing the next part? We'll work it in the song. To move him back a little bit. That's the grapevine over. You turn into him, and then you're like right in his face as you walk back towards him. I don't know where it is, but we'll work on it. Just think about it. Okay, I need you to have more fun.
Yeah, that was just what?
Just enjoy yourselves. It's goofy.
Sure.
Let it be goofy. Okay. The sound is great.
I know I was more worried about the lyrics at that point.
Sure.
So I needed to.
I understand.
It wasn't Keith, it was me.
Then when you exit, when you finally exit, right?
We're supposed to sit around.
A little bit more of that, but even assuming the spin happens when you exit, can I get some vocalization of victory as you leave?
Oh, and behind the window.
Does that make sense? You can keep it going as you go out the window. Yeah, that'd be hilarious if you went past the window like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you're so excited because
You're rich.
you've got exactly what you want. You're going to be rich. All right, keep that going all the way. Okay. Shh. Jonathan, cheat out on some changes. Surround me. Slow down your monologue. Otherwise, you're going to get. Because I don't want you totally out of the door when you hear the Wilty music. Okay.
Sure. But
You got it. It would be perfect if you could be reaching your hand for the doorknob as you hear. You're like, oh.
I've been trying to play it that I see through the window though, because otherwise I don't. Because I remember before you were telling me that the noise can't be what.
I
alerts
know.
me.
If you play it,
Well, if you just
come to like the center.
Come to the center window.
Oh no!
We could do that soon. Okay, we could do that as well, but that means you have to be done with your monologue and outside, perfectly timing it so that that's the time. Okay, so Terry.
Yes, sir.
Can you make your lines on punk more angry than you know?
So you want me?
Yeah, a little bit meaner. Like I can't remember the line, but you know what I'm talking about.
You told this woman later to you, huh? I'll be girl out.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
More, just a lot more.
Keep it.
Sexual harassment.
Jukebox. Get it? Was vocally good except for like the first 2 beats or so. The first 2 beats. The rest of it though sounded pretty good. All right, and when you come up and down, it's actually kind of funny. When you're like, okay, I like that. That's cute. But the first 2 beats, the first sounds you make have to be pretty too, because remember they're going to remember the first sound and the last sound on the song, not so much in the middle, although it should all be awesome. T in general.
I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm actually texting for cops, so I don't know.
That's fine. T in general, I need you to be a little bit angrier. Use the exclamation points a little bit more. All right.
So I don't have to worry about being girly.
Some, but I mean,
Seductive.
well, to find some way to get power to the trucks. So they can use it. I think that was our example. That's a hard thing. We're going to make it better. Yeah, so we're going to have to figure out how to do it. Chelsea, we also need a neglected mouth picture. A really big.
Just give the dog. Give the dog mouth. Give the dog mouth. No, you should get a pigeon because it doesn't even have teeth.
If we can have that tomorrow though, so Michael could, I mean, it could just be a piece of cardboard with a color picture and we can use a color copier if we find one and get it printed off and just paste it on there big so he's got something to show. And it's gotta be something that the audience is gonna see, big enough so the audience can see. Michael? Yes. I need you to, once you get his mouth open, I need your excitement to gradually crescendo throughout, you know, just, and it's quasi-sexual excitement. I don't want that to be over the top, you know, not over the top, like I feel like I can touch.
Now, like Jonathan asked if I have the right champagne.
Right, but, I mean, you're really getting worked up, okay? But it's got to be a gradual increase, okay? So it's, you're active. Let's, you know, I mean, just a little bit more all that. Your laughter from off stage could be a little bit crazier. I like the laugh you do on stage. I'm not sure if you just weren't thinking about it when you're off stage, but it can be a little bit crazier. When you're off stage getting that thing, as soon as he's done with his sung part, you gotta come right out and start your lines because there's not a lot of time there. You gotta sort of barrel through so we can get to where we can get. All right, that's it. Okay, we're going to go back to the top. We're going to start at the top, and I'm going to stop and fix a few things if I don't like them this time. Okay, we will definitely spend more time. Yes. What? I don't know what time it is. Okay, I would like to see. We will do. Hold on, take a 5 minutes. I would like to go to closer renovation because none of you guys need to eat. Everyone else, go eat and please be back here in like 20 minutes and shove some food in your mouth. Come back here one more time. If it makes you happy. We gotta go. Okay. Well, there was a lot of them.
But, you know, that way they're like, what did he say about that?
Right.
I'll be your dentist.
All right, let's go.